Pull! Pull! Hello YouTube, this is Callum from EnglishShooting, and I'm outside again and coincidentally with another shotgun because today I'm reviewing and giving an overview of the Winchester SXP Black Shadow 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Now this isn't actually my shotgun, it's been lent to me by a shooting mate called Alex, who also lent me the Spark Optic more recently, and he's lent it to me under the 72-hour condition on the Section 2 shotgun license. So this is a Section 2 shotgun. It's a 2+1 pump action, which means one in the chamber, two in the magazine. The first thing I'm going to talk about, and I think it's the thing that everyone's interested in sort of primarily, is the cost. Now in the UK these retail for around £350 brand new, and you can pick one up. I mean, if you were to get it for 250 quid, that would be a good price, but you can pretty much pick them second hand for about £275 all day long. And for that sort of money, it's a very cheap shotgun. It's a very cheap pump action. I always say to people that the sort of minimum amount you should spend on your first shotgun is 300 quid. Well, you can pick this up for less than that. So initially you're going to think, well, it's going to be a very cheap shotgun, very poor quality, and that's just not true. If you were to pick this up and handle it without knowing the price, I could bet a lot of money that the average price people would probably say would be around sort of £500–600. There's bits of it that do feel a little bit sort of plasticky, and you've got a bit of sort of play in the gun, but show me a shotgun that doesn't. I mean, the 870, although that's a very, very well made shotgun and is obviously sort of the standard for shotguns, that has play in it, and the Mossberg 500 I think has a lot more play in it than this does. So overall, again, compared to the other pump actions, it's very, very nice. And it's a good, I'd say, pretty much it's above standard feeling plastic, and then the rest of the gun, which is all metal, it's a lovely feeling finish. It's got this lovely matte finish that's very seamless through the from the actual action to the barrel. Kind of almost looks like all one piece because the colour's pretty well matched. You've got all these lovely little highlights, all this this sort of nice red standing out, all these little details. Further back on the stock, you've got like a little Winchester logo, and all these just little details make it look very nice, and I think it's a very attractive gun. It certainly doesn't look cheap, it doesn't look nasty, and again, I think initial impressions, you wouldn't think for 275 quid you could pick this up. Now my absolutely initial impression of the gun before actually shooting it, when I was sort of getting my eye in with it, I didn't like the rib on it. You've got this kind of flat top to the action, and then you can see a very slight rise in the rib. Now, although that's pretty standard, obviously it does need to rise up there to then reach a higher level all the way down the barrel. I didn't like it because that's all I could see. I could see that like little ramp, so I was kind of trying to to get my eye and get it flat on the gun, and it was kind of confusing me. So initially I thought, oh, I'm not going to shoot well with this, and then we got on a skeet range with a pump action, and it shot flawlessly. I found it very natural to shoot, and I stopped worrying about the rib. I wasn't really focusing on getting my eye level on it. I just pointed the gun and shot, and I found it to be a very pointable, very natural gun to use. And just overall, the shootability, the quality of it, and the price, I think it's going to be very hard to beat. To add to it as well, you get a full set of chokes with this gun. So not only does it have interchangeable chokes, you get a full set of them. Now for this sort of price point, I think that's just absolutely amazing. For kind of 300 quid, it's very rare to get a full set of chokes like that. The 870 that I had didn't have interchangeable chokes, and most of the Mossbergs that I've seen don't have interchangeable chokes. So to get a full set at this price point, again, it's just showing fantastic value for money. Pull. 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 Nice. So going into the detail of the gun a little bit more and the features of it, obviously I said about the changeable chokes. So around the trigger unit, you've got your trigger, you've got your safety, and you've got your slide lock. Now the safety is a lovely big button. Some safeties I can find can be a little bit fiddly. This is a nice positive big button. It doesn't matter what sort of size fingers and hands you have, you're gonna be able to easily operate the safety. The slide release here, again, it's big enough that it's easy to use, but it's not going to be in your way. It's tucked away there. You simply press it up and you can move the slide. Kind of going further down the gun, on the stock, you've got this nice cushioned butt pad. It's a nice rubberized butt pad. Again, it helps us absorb those shocks and the shots, so it doesn't leave you battered and bruised. And again, you know, little details like you've got some sling attachments here. You've got one at the end here by the end of the stock, and you've got one up front. Let's see if I can get that for you. You've got one up front here. Taking it apart is really easy as well. So you've got your kind of nut on the end. You just unscrew it. It's finger tight. You don't need, you know, a 5-year-old girl could undo this and put it back together. You just screw off the nut, put that somewhere safe, and then the barrels just slide off. As easy as that. It's so simple, so easy, and you know, it's effortless. And you know, when you're doing maintenance, you want it to be easy. You want it to be straightforward. Now, I know again, a lot of semi-autos and pump actions are like this, but it just shows that this is going to be keeping up with the rest of the other manufacturers and models that are available. And just as easy as that, a few twists until it's tight, and you've got your pump action back together. So I really hope this video has kind of helped you get an overview of the gun, and I hope that my review of it has kind of helped make any decisions that you're trying to make. For the sort of money that you're looking for one of these, I really don't think you can go wrong. It's just almost worth it to just order one, get one, try it. If you don't like it, you're not going to lose a huge amount of money, especially if you buy it second hand. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. As always, I hope to see you soon. Man, that gets hot. Oh, hello.